All right, good evening. Hello, I'm going to be doing some more photo editing. Yeah, so this is a photo I edited in Photo Labs on my phone app. And I guess this is something I actually just posted to my Facebook feed just for a quick haha, you know, 'cause I just thought it was ridiculous. This photo was taken with me smiling like that, absolutely 110% on purpose, because I was trying to be funny about something with someone. And but anyway, it's a whole different story. But yeah, I decided, you know, it's like, why not? You know, if they can do it, why can't I? So I got myself a unicorn. You can see the other one's horn right there. Yeah, so my dream came true. And yeah, well, that's enough personal stuff. So I get to live in Fantasyland now. But anyway, moving right along. And yeah, there's my quote I wrote today. I checked and I didn't see anybody else had that, so I didn't subconsciously plagiarize that from anybody. To my knowledge, I don't know. Somebody could figure out something. I don't care. I didn't trademark it. But that is my photo, and this is my editing. So anyway, let's move on to our photo edit. So yeah, I was doing avocados, and well, avocados are funny because the thing about avocados is that they're hard to cut, number one. Number two, they're a pain in the butt to place because they like to slide because they're round. And three, and most importantly, is that they tend to spoil pretty quickly. And yeah, they'll turn brown on you within about 20 to 30 minutes. You know, if you got a pretty ripe, decently ripe avocado. That's what happened to me, because I did spend a lot of time fiddling around with it trying to get what I wanted. And I did do a second take today, but I don't think I'm really happy with any of the photos. You know, I did a little extra preparation, but I was having problems with the avocado itself. I think this particular avocado, it's a different kind. Well, I don't think it was I think it was a different kind, but I don't know. Maybe it was from a different batch, but you know, or harvest or whatever they do with these. But I don't know. I wasn't particularly happy with these. It kept on separating, and it gave me a lot of headaches, and it was extremely hard to balance because it had less ridges than these. So I threw out a lot of those photos, and I might just throw them all out because I'm just completely unhappy with them. But that's okay, because I still have my old ones to go back to. And I think you can see how this one, I let it sit for a little bit, so it started to kind of get the decay in there. But I believe it was this photo that I would like to edit today, that I chose. So let's go ahead and let's open that with Photoshop. I know with my editing videos, and a lot of them I use Photoshop. I'm gonna start doing some Lightroom videos. It's just true that I just don't use it. I haven't really used it a whole lot in the past. I felt more comfortable with the Photoshop. I've used it before, but nothing for anything serious. But I need to really get into it because you can do a lot of really interesting stuff in that, and that might, well, actually it is something I want to get into. I know it's gonna be a challenge, but I like challenges. So the first thing that I don't like about this avocado is that where the stem broke off, it has some kind of like cyclops eye on the top that I just don't like, because it just stands out and it looks really creepy, I think. I mean, it looks creepy enough, but this just like ups the creep factor by like 100, so I just got rid of it. 2 shots, move that too. And it's just, I don't know. It's just, yeah, I don't know. I really don't like that, so I got rid of it. Let me zoom out again. And I know I do a lot of spot healing in these videos, but today this is a really good video. That's why I kind of wanted to do this. But it's a good video for dodging, and that's why it's good that this actually, because I knew I was going to have some kind of spoiling issue, because avocados, I mean, if you've got it down, the art of posing these things, you know, hats off to you, because they're kind of a pain. I actually had to use some corks. I don't have it on me, but a cut cork from a bottle to prop these up. And I do have photos of that, but I haven't shared them yet. Maybe I'll share the process later on my Facebook page. But anyway, let's start with that dodge tool that I always think is magnifying glass. Anyway, so the dodge tool, it lightens the areas in an image. I mean, that's pretty self-explanatory. You're just lightening stuff. So I want to lighten like this brown right here, and not that much. But you know what I'm hoping to accomplish by lightening that is to get an easier blending with the spot heal tool. So I'm going to lighten some of these areas, just hit them a couple times, because some of these are really off from our main image. It might be too much there. You don't want to lighten it too much, because you're just going to reverse the effect of what lightening has for the blending. You know, if you get it too light, then it's going to look odd, because it's like you're just this big white spot and you got to blend that in. But like, you know, like this, I'm just trying to smooth it out a little bit, so it's just easier to deal with for the spot heal. Nah, it's too much. You know, I would have to go in really selectively on this, and we'll just do it for fun. I mean, I know I could get this with the spot heal, but excuse me. Just for the purpose of this video, we're going to go ahead. So I'm going to reduce the size again, because we're down small. On the micro level, so we're just going to dodge that a bit. You know, just enough to kind of let that rest a little bit. Take another look at it. Go back just the top touch. Shrink my brush once more. And it's a lot better. I think we're pretty much good to go for spot healing. Yeah, why not? So we're going to go ahead and go back on the larger side, up our brush size, hit that a couple times. Definitely get rid of, yeah, I don't know if I like that. Let's see. Now we're going to stop right there. That's good enough. You know, like I always say, it's nice that, you know, if you over edit and you see it, you're like, wow. You just go back to just do a few clicks back and see where you took your wrong turn, and then just correct it from there. You know, a lot of these, you know, a lot of those avocados you see, like for stock images online and stuff, they're all Photoshopped. I mean, I look at some of them, I'm like, wow. I mean, I don't want to over Photoshop it like some of the ones I see, just because I really don't want to look like I was using plastic avocados. I want them to look nice, but I still want them to look natural. Just because that is my preference for my work. I don't like to make artificial. I don't like to make artificial looking items. I just feel that for me, I just feel that, you know, it's just, I would say it's just dishonest, because an avocado doesn't look like that. I mean, you know, it's a fruit, or whatever. Is it? Yeah, it's a fruit. I don't even know what an avocado is, and I have a biology degree. But anyway, I never really thought about pondering what an avocado is too much, so you'll have to forgive me on that. But the thing of the matter is that it's an organic thing. It's not going to be perfect. You know, it's not a piece of plastic. and I don't want to okay, so I'm hitting the spot healed now. I'm going to spot healing. So I don't, I don't want to represent something that looks like a piece of plastic, just because that's my preference. So it's just the way I do things. I don't like things that deceive. I'm not trying to deceive anybody with my edits. That's the one thing I don't like to do. I just like to make them look nice. Looking to, at least with my, photos of this and that. If I'm doing something else, if I'm doing a funny photo like the unicorn thing you saw earlier, that's something completely different than this type of work. And I take this work seriously, so I'm not gonna go superimpose somebody's head on an avocado because I just think it's ridiculous. But you could. But not here. This isn't the appropriate place for it. Anyway, that being said, let's get rid of some of these. See this separation there? So avocados do separate from the what do you call that? I wouldn't call it a shell. I don't know, maybe the skin. Yeah. So I'm gonna try to reattach my skin, which I'm doing a really good job of, actually. I'm just hitting a lot of left clicks, really rapid. I mean, sometimes drawing will work, but the thing about drawing is if you have to go back in the edits, it's just one click and the whole thing's off. So if you messed up with one little direction in it, then it's pretty much gonna be no good, and then you have to go all the way back to the beginning. At least if you do the fast clicks like I do, I'll do them really rapidly instead of drawing a line, because I think the line's usually, it's a little sloppier. In my opinion, I'll do it sometimes, but there'll only be specific instances where I'll do it. And I'm not sure if I'll have one in this video, but I'll take a look. Well, it looks like a big glob, and I'm trying to just smooth it out to the rest of it. And I'm sorry for the first part of the video not being at the proper zoom. That's my mistake. And right now, I am not going to correct that. And I don't think it's too important. I'll check it out. If I need to do another take because I feel it's unacceptable, then that's the direction I'll go. And this is being extremely stubborn right here. I'm going to try to dodge this. Because it's not blending in. It's just, I think I dodged too high on that. So let's try to do that. I want it to kind of blend in better than it's blending in. I really want green there. I don't want that brown. So let's try to drag it up a little bit. Nip that up nice and tight to the outside. Still, that doesn't look correct because you're getting the repetition. Sometimes it'll take certain areas and repeat them, and that just looks bad. I don't know why it's repeating this, but let's see what we can do. Sometimes you'll need to just do a lot of clicks on something until you see something that kind of, see how this repeats this right here? I don't like that. So maybe I want one. It just copied it again. Oh boy. Yeah, sometimes they'll do that. You'll get these. So just try something different. That's what I do, and I just hope for the best. And I'm probably really nitpicking this, but I want this photo to look nice. So okay. So let's zoom out and see what we got. Yeah. I don't know about that, but let's move on. Let's get rid of that. I'm going to leave that because I had such a trouble with the other one. I don't think it's too significant. Just like I said, I want these to look natural. I don't I can make them look really, really fake, but it takes a lot of time, and I don't really like the way they look. You know, a lot of the times that, you know, between integrity and what's wanted, you know, there's always a compromise somewhere, and you know, you have to find your compromise and what works for you and what for other people expect out of your work, because I like my things to look natural and realistic. You know, being educated in science, I do you know, like the reality of things and living things, and you know, but people, you know, the average person, they just want to see a nice looking avocado. So I do struggle with that at times, because I like to show accurate depictions. But there we go. But if I'm buying a photo of an avocado, it better look nice. So that's I kind of put that in my mind. I said, you know, I try to think of the person who's would be buying any kind of photos, and I said that, you know what, they want nice photos. I mean, you don't always know what the average person is looking for. That's why some artists, you know, they have great work, or, you know, some musicians, they have great albums, but they just don't sell. And it's just like, why? It's just because, you know, it's either A, ahead of its time, or, you know, misplaced somewhere, or you know, maybe the band had a poor promoter, or, you know, something like that, and, you know, poor promotions, and, you know, missed. You know, it could be. It really, I don't know. But the thing is that what I was trying to say was that, you know, it's always good to find a compromise, and, you know, find something that works for you, especially with your work, and trying to balance out, you know, your work being something that's popularly accepted, if that's what you want. Some people don't want that. Anyway, I digress, because this. All right. So let's just keep on going with her edit. My haunted house is closing my door. Hold on. It's not really haunted. But, so yeah, I mean, that's, I don't know. You know, I'm going to try to use a bigger brush. See, I want to get rid of that. Yeah, what I'm doing right now. That's what I want to do. Because it, you know, I do have to kind of make this a little smoother, because I'm competing with other people, and I know that. That's what I was really talking about, keeping my artist integrity. I would like it to look natural, but other people wouldn't like it to look natural, because I'm thinking as a biologist, so not somebody who's consuming a photo. So I gotta get my head out of that, at least for the sake of this edit. That's why I like doing the outdoor photos, just because, you know, it's a very, you can't really do much to that. I mean, you know, it's something that's, you know, I'd say just, you know, beautiful as in of itself. You know, you can't, and the imperfection is what makes it so great. But that's just something else, and my love of the outdoor photos that I take, and a lot of those are personal to me. But I'll still sell them as art. But these are something completely different. These are just stocks. It's a different media. sometimes I have to adjust a little bit and know that I have to make that compromise. Let's try to drag this. Here's a drag. Didn't I say we were going to have a drag maybe? No, 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 no. See, you go all the way back to the beginning. So I'm just going to do the fast click. I just copied the next thing over. I mean, I probably... let's try to drag right now. Let's see what we get. Nope. If I was a little straighter with my line, it might not be as bad. This is getting into really bad territory. Let's try to smooth that around the corner. Come on, please be nice to me. That doesn't look too bad. It looks passable. Let's try to get rid of that right there. Bring this up. Yeah, I'm just spot healing really fast and just kind of trying to get it to go my direction that I want it to. Just moving in that direction, going up and to the left. Kind of smoothing it out. I want to smooth out that a little bit. Because the unsmoothness in the photo is caused by the air spoiling the fruit. You know, the air exposure causing the fruit to start to decay. Let's just touch some of these spots up on the seed. Look nice and smooth for people. A lot of people, I think, are going to be looking A, at the seed, and B, at the color inside of here. You know, they want a nice color. And they want a nice, because the seed was my main focal point when I was taking the photo, because it is the coolest part of the avocado. It's the part most people will look at first to be like, wow, that's a, because it really contrasts the green, the brown seed. So let's zoom out again. See what we got. That right there, don't like it. I don't think I edited that. I could have, but I don't think I did. But I don't like it because it's bulging out. It stands out, and that's the thing I want to eliminate. Is anything that looks like, what the heck is that? You know what I mean? Anything you could really pick out like right away. You know, that sticks out like so. This sticks out like so bad. I just need to spot heal this. And what I'm doing, I'm just doing quicks, and just trying to bring the skin to the right, so it goes up and fills in that kind of gap and looks kind of uniform with the rest of it. And I think I just accomplished that, so that's nice. Let's get rid of some of that unevenness and blotchiness. Some rapid fire machine clicks, so to speak, I guess. It's the clicking machine here, aren't I? Yeah, all right. Ooh. There'll be one day that I won't do that, but it's not going to be today. Okay, well, I see a few problems with this right now. Right now, I see this. This looks funny. This has got to be fixed somehow. This is a little weird. That's a little strange. And this, I don't know what's going on there. And so we still have some issues with this avocado. And that brown right there where the thing is, I don't know about that.